Alright guys, how's it going? I'm Awesome Soul and welcome back to Starmade Quick Tips. Today I'll be showing off some of the more basic things. I know I've shown off some advanced features in the past, but this is sort of to commemorate the launch of the Encraftion.com server. So I'll put a link down in the description for that if you want to go hop on that server. I'll be on there quite a while, so if you want to hang out and say hi. Anyways, so to start off, you're going to want to press X to spawn the ship core. You should have one in your inventory when you start on the server or a single player. So hit X, and that will bring up a little naming box here. I don't really care what I want to name it, so I'll just hit OK. You can obviously change that, but you can't change the name of your ship once it's spawned. So just keep that in mind. So next thing, you want to go up to your core and hit R, and that'll bring you into build mode. And to switch between flight mode and build mode, all you have to do is hit the space bar. So next thing, you're going to want to harvest. Get the harvesting beam, and that will basically let you mine up ores, which you can then sell back to this shop here. So you don't spawn with one of those in your inventory, so you'll have to buy one, but you should have enough money to do so. So take your salvage computer and then stick it on anywhere. That should be fine there. And you see how it's got that little golden yellow box around it? That means it's currently selected. So if I go up to it and hit C on the keyboard, it'll deselect it. So you want to make sure if you're placing down any weapons that are connected to a computer, you have to have it selected. Placing it down the first time will automatically have it selected, so you don't need to worry about it if you're placing it down the first time. Next thing, let's get into build symmetry mode here. And that'll basically just place something on the other side as well. So if you see here, it places two down. That was in the very first video. If you want a more detailed description of build symmetry, or sorry, the second video, I'll link that probably up in the corner somewhere. Anyways, so with these salvage cannons, unlike most other weapons, they need to be placed in a straight line in order to become more efficient. Almost every other weapon out there, you can basically clump together in nearly any format, and that'll basically increase its power no matter what. So with salvage cannons, just make a longer beam, and that'll essentially increase the mining speed of it. That should be good for now, just our little beginner ship. But now we need some thrusters. So get your thrusters, and if you want to rotate a block, hold Control, and see up in the corner here you've got the block. Just hit these arrow keys and that'll rotate the block. With thrusters, it doesn't matter which way they're facing, it's just sort of for aesthetics really. So I think I'll just place that down in the center there. There we go, that's cool. Get some protection on here. You should spawn in with some gray hull, like I have here. That'll basically help protect your ship. So, power generation is another thing you're going to need. So the SD HCT XM 3.4 power, that's going to increase the power of your ship, and thrusting and using any weapons will drain the power, so you have to make sure you have enough. So just do a little test flight and make sure you have enough power. I have a video on getting the most efficient power generation out of these blocks. That's the first one. Again, there should be a link somewhere on the screen for that. But since it's just a small ship, we don't really need to worry too much about that. See, there you go, you got the power sort of slowly building up at the bottom there. That should be good. Next I'll stick a weapons computer on. And again, it's got that golden box around it. That means it's currently selected. And I'll stick the antimatter cannons right below there. That's your basically like a machine gun, basically. And the more you stack on there, the more it's going to increase in power. But unlike these salvage cannons, you can add them in any configuration and it's going to increase the power. So they don't have to be in a straight line. Next up is a cockpit. By default, you'll have a view facing out of your ship core, but with a larger ship, like the one I have back there, you're going to want to put cockpits on. And once you're inside in flight mode, you can switch with the arrow keys just to change your vision. So I'll just demonstrate here. Hop back into flight mode. Very small change, but yeah, you get the idea. Just hit the left and right arrow keys and that'll change your view. And I think that should be good for our little starter ship. If you have a few credits left over, you might want to get some shield generators, which are the SD shield dispenser. They should be in the ship parts. So if you go into the shop, hit your ship tab, scroll down, and there they are, right below the thrusters. So I'll just stick on a few there, that should be good. And the next thing you're going to want to do is find the nearest asteroid. So hit N to open your navigation key, and make sure you go into filter and have asteroid selected, and then hit OK. I already have the nearest asteroid selected, so just click that with your mouse, and there should be a bright white arrow on your screen now, and then you can fly to it. So we have arrived at the asteroid, and as you can see at the bottom there in that little hotbar, we can't access our salvage beam. So what we're going to want to do is hit the T key, and that'll bring up our weapons computer and salvage computer options. So if you select the weapons computer and hit the 1 key on your keyboard, that'll now put that in the hotbar. So you can then select that weapon while you're flying. And for our salvage computer, let's add that to slot 2. Oh, slot 3 I guess. Oh well. That's fine. So we have 1 selected, and then hold the left mouse. It'll then fire our weapon. But we're going to want to harvest some parts off of this asteroid. As you can see, there's some exposed ore. So simply aim at the ore and hold the left mouse, and it'll slowly start mining up all the ore and rock in there. And it will go directly into your inventory. So as you can see there, got some red rock. And in my hotbar, because I had a few spaces left, I got some of that green ore you saw earlier. So let's just say I've mined out this entire asteroid. You're going to want to find the nearest shop again, so hit the N key and scroll up to the nearest shop. select that with the mouse, and follow that white arrow, and that'll take you back to the shop. Once there, you can sell all the ores that you've collected, and get some more credits to buy new parts for your ship. One last thing that you might find pretty useful is if you hit the P key, that will open up your star map. Usually, by default, it might be very small. If that's the case, hit the Shift key to enlarge it. As you can see here, I'm right beside one of these shops. So these sort of long pillar things are shops on the star map. And the little box you see me in there, the smaller one, is the sector. So up there is the sector you're in, and the huge box that you see all the way around there, that's the void system. So as you can see, I'm right on the edge of the void system, so if I were to go out this way, I'd enter a new system. Alright, yeah, so as you can see, it's kind of empty right now. That's because I haven't explored it. But what I have on here are a few shops and 3 space stations up there. Alright, and that's gonna wrap up this video for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, and there should be more Starmade quick tips on the way. Alright, it's been Awesome Soul. Remember, stay awesome. See ya.